want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your introduction to the Oklahoma City hip hop scene?
Man, my introduction was Hennessy on Rap City. You know what I mean? Just seeing that video. That video was #1 on Rap City. You know what I mean? So that was that was big for me. Like the 23rd, and then that was like our biggest hit to me. Still, like it's 2018, and that Hennessy song, like it's still our biggest hit today, to my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Oklahoma City has a sound? And if so, which artist best represents that sound?
Uh, no, we don't have a sound, and that's one of the problems why we can't break out, because we don't have our own sound. Like we looking for our own sound. Like we look to the west, like we look to the east. We take something from the south because we right in the middle. So it's like a melting pot of all sounds. So we don't have our own sound. Like if we had our own sound, then the world would know that came from OKC. That came from this spot. You know what I mean? So no, we don't have our own sound yet.
Do you think we need our own sound?
I don't think we need our own sound, but I think we need somebody to stand out for us to break out. Like we need somebody who's not the same as the other artists in different cities. You know what I mean? Like we need somebody who can stand out and who can handle that pressure of standing out.
Can you name three Oklahoma City female artists, rappers?
No, I can't.
Can you
Uh,
name one?
Melly Mesh, you know what I'm saying? And that's just because she promotes herself good and her bars speak for herself. So once you go find her, then you see that she can rap. But the other ones, like I know of them, but I don't know their names because they don't promote themselves. Where I can know, like where their music at, where their website or anything is at. So no, I can't.
Um, who are your top five Oklahoma City rappers?
My top five right now would be French, JB. Yeah, that's J French, and then I mean it'll be JB, State Game Vince. Right now, Z. Uh, what's that? 4, and then that fifth one is tough because like it's so many artists that's just right there at that fifth spot that can take that fifth spot to me. Um, I'll say Young Star at 5. I mean, just because he out there still trying to push it, you know what I'm saying? For Oklahoma City, so yeah.
What do you think is more vital to an artist's career? Fan support or artist support?
Uh, just believing in yourself, really. I don't even think like that's just believing in yourself. Like some artists, when I look at them, they kind of like scared of their own success. So they shy away from it. Like there's artists in the city who could be way bigger, like if they just focus on themselves and not focus on who's doing that, who's dropping this. If they just focus on their project solely, then they'll be way bigger than it is. And don't come up with excuses like, like some artists, they come with the radio excuse, and now they coming with the DJ excuse. Just don't make no excuses for your career. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in your hands. Like it's in nobody else's hands except your hands, and only you can push it. You know what I'm saying? And don't look for people to even. Like I feel like they look for support instead of just supporting their own self and just have that tunnel vision on their own project. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Do you think with the DJs and stuff like that, do you think their support would help the city and like the
Uh,
city?
Man, I don't think it's the DJ's fault because like the artist got to make the song. Like man, it's not the DJ's job to push the artist because like they have no connection. man, it's the artist who needs to go in the booth and make that song for the DJ to play, for the DJ to have no question to play it. Make the DJ play your song. So you got to go in there like and make a catchy song that everybody is vibing to. You know what I mean? Like you just can't keep making these songs, just songs that you like. Like you got to think about like if you want your song in the club, and you need to make a club song that's hype, that's saying something in it. You know what I mean? So no,
So you think niggas not making a club song?
not the club song. They just not making a catchy song, a Hennessy. Like I go back to Hennessy, like if you play, man, like Hennessy, man, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, like in 2018, like when everybody is drunk, like it's still gonna go off, like it's still gonna ring, like you still gonna know those words, like it's still gonna give you that being proud of to be from Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying? Like you still know the words. So it's up to the artist to go in and make a song not like that, but a song that we can be proud to sing in the club, to say that's from OKC. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're making that because they focus on what they like and just the style that they like, but they want to be in the club. Like it's hard for a DJ to go from a Metro booming beat just to a local artist. You know what I'm saying? That's not like that don't mix because their job is like the crowd control. You know what I'm saying? So they need to make a song where that fits into the equation of the crowd control, like to keep the party going. You know?
So do you think it's more important for an artist to be versatile or authentic?
Authentic will get you there. Like if you tell us more about yourself, you know what I mean? Like I want the artist to tell, like I want to know about the artist's life, they heartbreak, they pain. Like I'm not getting that. Like I'm just getting like just songs that they write or whatever and then go make, but it's nothing personal. It's nothing, just like it's just not personal enough for me, you know. So the authentic is like it's always gonna be first.
What are your thoughts about rappers in Oklahoma City feeling like they need to get paid to perform in Oklahoma City?
There's nobody right now who can be paid to perform right now because you're not gonna bring a big enough crowd, right? So like the city speaks for itself, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like when Cole came to the farmer's market, it was sold out. There was no room in there. So the city is telling you that they like rap and they support rap if it's good. You know what I'm saying? So they need to focus on just taking over the city first, you know, taking over their town first, letting us know about them more so we can get behind them and say, yeah, this guy represents us. This rapper represents us, you know what I'm saying? Because we'll buy the tickets if it's good. Like all these other artists, these mainstream artists, these artists that's not even mainstream, they come to the city and pack out these shows. So like the city is saying that we'll come support it if it's good, but it's not good enough. That's what they saying, right? Like if they not coming to the shows and packing out the shows for a local, but they'll pack the venue out for like a guy who took over his city, who got a hit for his city, and we feeling it. So we'll go pack it out. Like like the artists don't even got to have like a full album, we'll still go support it. You know what I'm saying? But the local, like we don't support it like that because we not feeling it like that.
Do you think we're not feeling it like that because we heard it and didn't like it, or we never heard it?
We didn't. We're not hearing it right. Like the promotion is not right. Like these artists just expect it just because they put a song out that we supposed to get behind it, and that's not how it works. Because if we're not feeling it, then we're not gonna support it like that. So it just goes over us. Like once they drop it and we listen it, then it goes over our heads because we like, I mean, it's okay, but it might be low quality, or the beat night might not be going together with the words and all that. So, like, it's more of the song just not being a complete song, really. You know what I mean? Quality, beats, and the lyrics all need to mesh, and it's not all meshing to me.
If you can name three things that you think are holding the city back, what would it be?
The three things that are holding us back is support. They don't support one another. Like they say they support, but they don't support. They don't come out and rep for each other. They don't post that this guy has a show here, that this guy has a show here. Um, Being accountable for the stuff that you put out. You know, just because you put something out don't mean that we're gonna get behind it. Um, and just overall, just I don't. They're so scared of a rapper taking off that they don't support it. You know, like it's just there's a lot of egos going around right now because if you support one artist and get behind one artist, then that artist blow, then that artist is gonna bring all the attention to us. But they scared that that artist is gonna blow, so they like he's nice, but we're not gonna support him all the way. Or he's dope, but I'm not gonna do it because I know that he'll take off if I get behind him and support him. You know, so it's just they scared of their own selves.
Do you think that people are afraid of looking like fans?
Uh, yeah, they scared of like with the men. It's like they don't want him to get all the attention. Like they feel like it's not enough for everybody to eat. You know, so if they get behind one dude, it's like that dude gets all the attention and the girls. You know, like the girls is a big factor to their ego. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ego, man, that goes in with that. You know, yeah.
Like if JB has three songs out and I reposted them, as a female, I would look like a group.
Nah, because you know the culture, like you know the rap scene, like you know what's going on, and you support all the artists. But if there was like say like a model in the city who bad that everybody, you know what I'm saying, wants or whatever, like they'll catch feelings if she's supporting this artist, if she's supporting that artist. So, and then some of the females just don't want to support just because they'll, you know, like they got their own dues and stuff like that. So it's like, man, they just scared basically. You know what I mean? They just scared for somebody to take off, so they just hold them back. That's what I'm seeing.
Why do you think Oklahoma City hasn't had the success that Mississippi's had with David Ben or New Orleans has had with No Limit and Cash Money, St.
Uh,
Louis with Nelly?
Cause they just not talking about what the whole world want to hear. You know, this is just Oklahoma City. Like this is a small city. You know what I mean? So like you got to come with something extra because if you go to Atlanta, or Houston, man, or New Orleans, you know what I mean? Like they got their own rappers there, and like if a big exec wanted to come, like they'll just go to those big cities and snatch somebody up. You know, so it's easy for somebody to go out of state and get the same rapper that's here because like they just talking about the same thing, you know. So it's gonna be easy for them to just go to a big city and sign them. They're not gonna come to Oklahoma City when it's 2,000 of them, man, in Atlanta saying the same thing, you know. So
Are you familiar with the battle rap hip hop scene?
yeah, my cousin Count is he's real big in the like in the battle scene, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I notice how like our regular hip hop scene and the battle rap scene is like it seems separate. Like it seems like it's two different fan bases, two different mindsets.
yeah, because the battle rap is an art form. That's a whole different art form. Like it take time, and the fans respect that they take their time to write those battles, those 3 round battles, because you gotta like you got to remember the 3 rounds, and that takes a lot. Far as the rapper just wants the attention, like the battle rapper, he's really doing it for the art, you know what I'm saying? But the rapper comes off like he just wants the attention in the cloud, you know what I mean? So yeah, like the fans that go to the battle rappers don't even go to the rapper shows, you know what I'm saying? They don't even pay attention to that, but they know the battle rappers because that's a whole different art form.
Do you think the radio station is doing their part to help the local hip hop scene?
It's not, but again, it's not the radio's job for, like the radio don't write these songs. Like the radio don't make somebody like this song, you know what I'm saying? So that's just getting old. Like, man, I've been hearing that since I was in like middle school. The radio's not doing this, the radio's not doing that. No, the song is not hot enough. It's been so many rappers come up in the game because their song was catchy and just however they got on through a song that the world liked, that the world was feeling, you know what I'm saying? So it's not the radio, like it's the rapper not making a good enough song for the radio. Cause the radio gonna play the song regardless if it's hot or not. Like if you in New York, Florida, or wherever you from, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna make you play that song because it's hot and the people request it.
So with the female rappers, I know like in the '90s, Jay-Z and them had like the Will, and then Biggie and had like Kim
Right.
and so on. Do you think that it's needed in Oklahoma City for like guys or whatever to bring in a female?
Yeah, yeah, like all the rap crews should have a female like with them because it makes them stronger, you know what I'm saying? But they rather go out and get behind a female, like like a Barbie, you know what I'm saying? Not the right female who will represent us like in the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like it's 3 rappers behind the rapper Barbie, but then you got Melly Mesh who people don't even post it. Then you got the ones that I don't know their names, but I know they can spit, but nobody's behind them just because like it's just hard for a female, regardless in the game. Like even if Melly Mesh was to pop, like it'll still be so hard for her to break through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just hard for like the women to break through in the man's sport. Like this is a man's sport, so you're gonna have to have like a crew of men behind you to push you and say, yeah, she's with us. Yeah, she's dope. You know what I'm saying?
How do you see Oklahoma City in the next 10 years?
And then, as far as the rap scene, I really feel like it's gonna be somebody young that's not even a part of this. That's not even gonna be on this documentary that nobody knows that's gonna pop, and he's not gonna care to represent us like y'all want us to rep. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dude in high school right now who's writing a song who's gonna pop in Oklahoma like in the next about 2020. That's not even gonna know about like the scene or nothing, and it's not gonna represent the scene or anything. And people gonna be mad, but that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just trying to be a rapper. He's not trying to put the whole city on his back. See, these rappers, they feel like they got to put the whole city on their back, and that's a lot of weight instead of just focusing on their craft and just focusing on just making that song for them. They feel like they got to put the whole Oklahoma City on their back, and that's not the case. So it's going to be a young guy who's thinking, hey, I want to be a rapper. Hey, this is catchy, but let me put this out, and then his fan base is going to be high schoolers, freshmen in college who's going to, you know what I'm saying, like, who's going to get behind that record and push it, and he's going to take off for us, and he's going to represent us like in a young way, not in a veteran way, because like in 10 years, there'll be no more vets. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody will be, 40 and 50. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, y'all tried, it's time to give up now. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a young guy who come and just take it over, and you know what I mean? And people is gonna get mad because that window is closing. Like it's just closing. Because I've been out of high school for 13 years, and it's still the same excuses. You know what I'm saying? The radio, the DJ, but it's nobody saying, hey, I'm not making a good enough song to put us where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many outlets now through the internet that you should have been made a song to put us on if you want that spot. Like, nobody asked these rappers to be a rapper. You know, they chose that. So all the opinions and everything comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And they can't even handle opinions from the locals. So just let it known, like the mainstream and you know what I'm saying, like the world judging them. You know what I'm saying? So
So do you think that they're not using social media and the internet to their advantage?
nah, they not because I mean they just think that they can just post a song and we just supposed to fly to it and just get behind it and that's not how it works. And they do one video like every 6 months and think that that one video is gonna get them on. That's not. They not working hard enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I work at the studio and I see these guys. They don't work all night. You know what I'm saying? Like this type of job takes all night. Like you know what I mean? Like this is like a never stop. They're just they're comfortable with the local scene, and, and this is way bigger than the local scene. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go to other states and men that represent us.
Is there anything else you want to
I just want like I live for hip hop. Like I breathe hip hop. Like I know what's popping in other states, what's popping on the underground, what's popping in the mainstream, and that's why I want Oklahoma on the scene because I know how much I love the game first. You know what I'm saying? And I want my city to be in that circle where rappers say, yeah, OKC got some dope artists out there, but they don't even know about us right now. And they don't like if a rapper was to come to the city right now, like a mainstream rapper, they wouldn't know who's the number one rapper for them to go hang with or go to the studio or show them around because there's so many people thinking that they number one right now and there's nobody really at number one because nobody has put us on all the way. Like it's good artists, it's dope artists here. There's artists who can, but they're not using all their tools right. They're not using the social media right. They're not promoting themselves right. They just need to work harder to me. You know what I'm saying? And I want my city on. Like I want OKC to be a factor in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a Canadian, you know what I'm saying, who don't even live in the United States, who put his city on. Like we know more about Toronto more than we know about the OKC scene. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like weird to me because like you got artists who come in and they'll get like like 10,000 or 15,000 for a show, and it's packed out. Like, and they get their bread, and they don't care about the city, man. They just coming to get that bag and leave. And then you got the local artists who can't even get, you know, like the 50 people to come to the venue, like and support them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want the best for them, but I just need them to work harder and understand that this is, man, it's bigger than they self. You know what I'm saying? They gotta stop thinking just solely about theyself and putting on theyself. Like this whole game is like it's overdue for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we making a documentary in 2018 saying why are we not on yet? And you trying to help them bring everybody together so everybody can know like why we not on yet, but they don't even support each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they won't even like they'll have a show like and it'll be 10 rappers on the bill, but once that rapper and his fans come and he's performed, and that rapper leaves the venue and leaves with his fans, and then the next rapper, it's empty for him, you know. So it feels like these people don't even mess with me. Like these people don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like I know where they coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like with the support because it seems like nobody supports them, you know what I'm saying? But I support them because I stick around and I look at the whole scene and see what's going on, man. And these people, man, they just leaving with their crews, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't right. Like they need to get behind each other and stop being scared of each other and just get behind each other, man. Like they say support, 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 but they don't support. Like they don't do nothing supportive. They really just be hating on each other too because they don't want that rapper to blow. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want that rapper to be where they is. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of opening acts, but they acting like they the main act. But you're just opening for another mainstream artist who put his city on, like who did the leg work. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want Oklahoma City on. Like it's overdue, and it's time for us to be on, and it's just time for no like. There's just no excuses no more. Like you can't make no excuses. Like you can't blame nobody. I'm just tired of people blaming like the next person of why they not on. You know what I mean? It's frustrating.